Welcome to Sun Yoga YouTube channel. Today let's talk about the purpose of practicing yoga. As per Yoga Sutras of Patanjali, the second shloka in the sutra says, Yogas Chitta Vritti Nirodha. That means that yoga is the cessation of thought waves so that you can connect to the chitta or the light within. So now what does it mean to still the thought waves, to connect with the chitta? What is all this about? The root cause of the whole problem, why those thought waves are there, is ignorance. And what is this ignorance about? It is about who or what I am. I think I am this body, I am this mind, I was born and I grew, matured into a woman. I have a name, I have a body, I have a role, whether it's as a yoga teacher or as a wife or a mother, a friend, so on, so forth. I have my own opinions, my own beliefs, values, which form the mind, and I identify so much with all this. When this body gets sick, when it's healthy, when the mind is happy, when the mind is sad, all those identifications, they bind me. Now, what happens with this? It leads to desires or likes and dislikes, because I want to fulfill what I want for the body, what my mind likes, that I am now trapped in these ragas and dveshas, which are likes and dislikes. My mind runs towards things which I like, it runs away from things which I don't like. And every day of my life goes on with this. What happens when I have these likes and dislikes? It's but natural to now act according to them, act to fulfill them, these likes and dislikes. So now I am acting, which we call karma, and this karmic cycle now starts. If I am doing my actions which are based on moral values, if I'm not hurting anybody, not lying, not cheating, then those actions, they give me a plus in my karmic account. On the other hand, if I'm acting with immoral values, then I add a minus in my karmic account. But my account is running, whether it's with pluses or minuses, it's going on. At the end of the life now, based on how many pluses, how many minuses there were, the next lifetime will be based on that. I have planted seeds in this lifetime, the fruits will be ready next lifetime. So now this birth-death cycle binds me. How do I break off from this birth-death cycle? Let's fix the first step. What was the first step? Ignorance of who or what I am. Now, opposite of ignorance is knowledge. So I need knowledge to break off this cascade. What is this knowledge about? It is knowledge about my own self, realizing what my real nature is. What yoga, especially a consistent, a disciplined, and a very mindful practice of yoga does is that it starts bringing you that awareness that you are not this body, you are not this mind, you are a witness of your body and the mind. You are witnessing since the day you were born, whatever the body has gone through, good health, bad health. Every moment the mind is changing, and this witness is constantly watching those waves in the mind. When we get this knowledge that I'm beyond this body, beyond this mind, then the identification which I have with this complex slowly starts becoming less. And what happens now is that my desires, my ragas, dveshas, have a weaker grip on me. The hold on me is not that strong. If I get something which I like, I am okay. If I don't get it, I'm still okay. So, my whole life is not governed or dictated very strongly by those likes and dislikes. What happens next is then the actions which I perform are now for transactional purposes. They are not to get some ulterior motive or for any materialistic gain, but I am doing it. For example, if I'm a yoga teacher, I am doing my teaching with all my heart and soul, seeing that same godliness in the student in front of me as I see that godliness in myself. So, with this bhavana, with this thought, if I perform my action, then I do not add any plus to the account. If I'm a good yoga teacher, there are no pluses. If I'm a bad yoga teacher, there are going to be no minuses, because now I'm doing the actions for the transactional purpose only. Now, it doesn't claim that, okay, don't do anything because you know you're not this body, you're not this mind, so just sit back, relax, no actions. No, it's not claiming that. It says continue doing your action with a selfless service. That's what karma yoga is all about. Also brings in bhakti yoga, where you see godliness with the other person you are carrying on that transaction with. So, what happens now is my account becomes lighter. There are very few pluses, very few minuses, and maybe there is net balance is zero, there is nothing there. That's when I have broken off from this birth death cycle and attained moksha. And that is called connecting to the inner self or the chitta or the light within you. And this is the whole purpose we come on the mat, we practice yoga, is because when you're moving the body, when you're breathing through this body, when you're doing pranayam, the thought waves are stilling, they are subsiding, and the water in the lake is so clean, it's so still that you can look straight down, straight through the bottom of the lake. And that's why we practice yoga. So, next time you come on the mat, please be mindful of this wisdom. And although you are moving the body, although you are breathing and meditating, but the deeper purpose is to still the thought waves, to turn inwards and know who you are. Om Tat Sat.